Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are back to the humans well again. But this time we're layering on yet another color. We played mono white humans, we played Azorius humans, then we played Orzhov humans and Boros humans. Now we're playing ABZAN humans, white, green, black, all humans, all the way down. Is this as awesome as the other ones? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, yours forever in Magic the Gathering, Doctor, you can't suck it. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by the MTGA-Assistant-Meta, called ABZAN Humans. ABZAN. ABZAN. What does ABZAN mean? It comes from, I was going to say Ravnica, but that can't be the case. Must be Shard of Alara. And ABZAN is white, green, and black. It's a nice color combination. So, what do we got going on here? We got the mono white humans core, wrapping it up with some black and some green. That's what we're doing. And we're making use of a lot of dual color cards that you don't get to play with otherwise. So what we're going to do is we're going to hammer through the cards in this deck. We're going to talk about how they're going to work, what's going on, and then we'll take them out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. All right, so let's identify the mono white humans part of it. We got Hopeful Initiate, Recruitment Officer, Coppercoat Vanguard, Thalia. We got Anointed Peacekeeper, Brutal Cathar, and Adeline. Loran of the third path you'll see occasionally in here. It is mono white, so whatever. What do those do? This guy grows whenever he attacks with somebody with a stronger power. And if you got 2 or more counters on it, you can get rid of those counters to destroy target enchantment or artifact. This one goes and gets other creatures of value 3 or less from amongst the top 4 cards of your library. And then you can put it into your hand. This pumps up your other humans. This one makes it more expensive to play non-creature spells. This one makes it more expensive to play a spell that you choose and has vigilance. This guy pins down any creature your opponent controls, exiles it while this thing's in play. Loran gets rid of enchantments and artifacts, and Adeline will, every time it attacks, will put out an additional 1/1 white human token, and her power is equal to the number of creatures you control. So she just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, so that's your mono white humans deck, looking pretty good. But what are we wrapping this with? Jirina, which is Orzhov, and her big thing is you get to sacrifice her to give all of your humans hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. Fantastic. Nice little keeping your dudes alive kind of thing. This one gives all of your creatures the ability to be mana sources. This guy rips apart other people's graveyards. This one also gets rid of graveyards too, so we got some graveyard hate. This Sigarda gives all of your permanents hexproof, and you can cast angels and humans from the top of your library, which we got pretty much nothing but humans. This is the weird angel in here, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Sigarda. What do we got? We got Thalia again. This time right on the back of a giant frog. Or lizard. Can't quite tell what that. Oh, it's a frog. It's a frog horror. First strike and death touch. Which means I think that she can kill... If she gets blocked by 4 things, she'll kill them all before they get a chance to do anything to her. And then you can play an additional land on each of your turns. And then all of your opponent's creatures and non-basic lands come into play tapped. But whenever you attack with her, you have to sacrifice a creature or land, but you do draw a card for doing so. So she got a little bit of card draw going on. It helps to, once again, taxing your opponent. It's a nice balance of stuff that this card does. rips apart graveyards. You got some extra mana, protecting everything. Your dudes just throw out other guys. You're able to, keep them from being able to cast their own spells. You make things bigger and bigger. A little bit of creature kill with a convoke kind of action going on. It's a nice balanced deck. The question is, can you put this thing together? Well, we got a nice collection of lands that should have us dealing with that. So I'm really hoping for the best. All right, so before we go out there, as always, let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Dear Black King Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. All right, we're playing against wann. 2 mana. And this only helps out legendaries, which we seem to have a bunch of. Mono red. I think Thalia will do really well here. Attacks. Brutal Cathar on the next turn. Take out the electrostatic infantry. Alright, we're humaning this thing. You got single mana, you could put out a... That's what you're going for. Alright, good for you. I think I would have gone for the Ronin there. Human. Alright, let's go teach that Hopeful Initiate a little bit of something. Yeah, sure, it comes in, but it's got to go back out. I can say, you don't have any mana, man. Sacrificer, hexproof, and indestructible. Not too shabby. Let's go ahead and pop this one out. And pop that one out. And then all in. And we win! Victory! Alright, playing against Evil. 93. 93 years old and still as evil as the day he was born. Keep it. Alright, playing against blue so far. Usually first turn blue means they're playing mono blue. We'll take a look at their hand next turn. Playing mono blue, it'll just be 2 blues just so we can counter stuff. Come on, let's go in for the double up. And let's take a look at that hand. Oh, let's see. Try Scorn, Hardy Gin. Go ahead and cancel it. Counter that. Do what you want. All right. What do we got up here? Counterspell. Another counterspell. Don't care. All right, let's give him something to go after. There we go. And he doesn't care. Okay. All right, you got 4 blue mana and the inability to play a Haughty Djinn. Mono blue, you've been held down. I am spitting in your face. Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Victory. All right, playing against Masemune. There we go. Keep. Eat a little of whatever this is. Nice if I can go after this, raspberry cream. But no. Just like gonna play Rakdos on me here? Or is it just mono red? I didn't even know I had black mana in here. I guess we had to. There's a couple black cards right there. But I guess just, basic lands and stuff. No box. Human. All attack. Down to 16. Sure, there we go. Oh, you can do an extra point of damage on me? No blocks. She'll keep us alive. Alright, so Jirina is going to keep Adeline alive through this next blockage. Hopefully he doesn't recognize it. Indestructible! All my dudes are indestructible! I got a count block. You're screwed, hosehead. You don't have any mana. You can't play them. I mean, unless you get a mana out of what's there, I suppose. But all my dudes are hexproof. And, as they would say, indestructible. Alright, and all in for 6. 7. Boom, boom! Goes the room. Victory! Alright, playing against Numnum. Well, that is a very good avatar for you, Numnum, because it explains how your brain works. 1-2. I'm good. I would like it quite a bit. No! Ooh, the question is, which one's better? I think it's Thalia, because Thalia pins everything down. Don't be killing my hopeful initiate. Don't! Kill you so much. I will kill you! Alright, you got 3 mana. It's enough to kill Thalia. You got that in your hand? Yeah, you do. Human. Let's go see what he's got in his hand. Nahiri's Warcrafting. There we go. Alright, so the Anointed Peacekeeper, aka Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the Coppercoat Vanguard will just have to lay waste. Or I can do this. Whomp! All attack! 17. Alright, let's kill her. He's got enough to do the whole Nahir's Warcrafting at this point. Of course, what's the point of killing the guy? I guess he's got a ward on it right now, but two more guys. Yabba dabba do. Unfortunately, Coppercoat Vanguard, they could have killed it right there. That would have been bad. That would have been bad, okay? That's not enough, man. You should have, like, killed one of the Cathars. Potty pants! Potty pants! Victory! Alright, we're playing against CapAzi. One, two, three, let's keep it. Alright, Heroes is not the thing for us. No blocks. Humans will get us through with a little Coppercoat Vanguard. And no attacks. He's playing pretty regular mono red right now. There's the pump. Alright, we're down to 10. Let's go after his hands, see what we can get rid of here. Oh, that's too bad. Ah, we're down to 6. 5. Alright, Plaza of Heroes. Let's get out Thalia and the Gitrog monster. I can actually play this? Oh, I can. Alright, Human. There we go. And Recruitment Officer. We're just going to have to stand around like idiots. No attacks. Oh, let's see. These guys are the real problem. He's got trample over there. All right. Nope, same thing. That's bad. All right, we got to kill that. And dead. If he does anything about it, let's just get rid of that. There we go. No attacks. No matter how strong you make it, Thalia will totally kill you. And we win! Suck it, Mono Red. Victory! Alright, then again, slowing riled. Whatever that means. 1, 2, 3. No blocks. Alright, and it's my turn. We shall Coppercoat Vanguard. All in. Still has 2 mana left. That's a lot to do. Deck like that. Yep. Chew that up. Yeah, that was just a mistake on his part. Human. And we'll get out a nice Adeline. And, unfortunately, Coppercoat, you got to stay back, my friend. Alright, that's good. I'll come in for the attack. Why would you do that? This guy's just kind of sacrificial. Alright, all in. Down to 3. We got a first strike Death Touch in our midst. I mean, if he can ossify it, but even then he's got to ward it up. Yeah, there you go. That's the guy you're taking, huh? Just to get rid of the wards? Potty pants. Potty pants. Potty pants. Any creature you put out now is going to be tapped because of Super Thalia's increased super tapping ability. Yeah, you're going to potty pants it. Your death is written. The fates have written it down in the Book of the Dead. Wait, you're trying to rope now? That's just rude, dude. That is rude. I'm going to splash in the water a little bit. Other dudes just make other dudes. Let's just do it. And he's dead. All right. Victory! Alright, so we are with ABZAN humans with a 77% win rate. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but humans is just a great deck right now. And, I mean, it's the same core Hopeful Initiate, Recruitment Officer, Coppercoat Vanguard, Thalia, Adeline, Anointed Peacekeeper. But the fun part then is to kind of mix in this other stuff. You know who I really liked? I really liked Jirina. Jirina was cheap. I mean, she's a 2/2 for 2, and when she comes into play, you exile target player's graveyard. That is fantastic. Sacrifice her at all humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible. Man, that is so incredibly good. The fact that she only costs 2, incredible. Incredible. I know I was talking to a guy who asked, hey, why wouldn't you think about putting Jirina in your Orzhov deck? I did think about it. I totally did. It's just that I decided to try it without it, and it worked great. It worked great without it. But I can tell you, if we do an Orzhov version 2, Jirina totally deserves to be in there. She doesn't need the green. She doesn't need to be an ABZAN. Yeah, no, she is incredible as an Orzhov humans type of person. Big time. Big time. All right. So let's talk. Who was the MVP of this deck? Most valuable player. Let's see. What was the card I was most looking forward to? You know, this is really actually quite hard. I was looking forward to Jirina and Thalia and Adeline and Brutal Cathar and the Anointed Peacekeeper and big time Thalia. Those guys were all incredible cards that anytime I could get it, I was going to. So let's strike this one off the list just because it was 4 and it was hard to get to sometimes. Adeline just really was where the game started going. Anointed Peacekeeper, let me look at their hands. I mean, that was big time. Let me know what to do. I gotta say, MVP. See, this one just kept everything alive for a turn, which was fantastic. And Thalia, we'll cross her off too. She's always great. You know how Thalia is. But it's going to come down to Jirina and Anointed Peacekeeper. In this deck, these two were just ginormous. Everything was really good, though. Everything was really good. That those are going to hold. I'm going to have to give it to Jirina. I'm just going to give it to Jirina right now. She was new to me. She was fantastic. Whenever I got her, I loved her because I loved the fact that I knew I could keep all my stuff hexproof and indestructible at a moment's notice. And I got a lot of dudes that were going to die. I mean, sometimes we get overpowered. It was okay. It was okay. Let's see. So that's our MVP. Was this deck competitive? 77%. Absolutely it is. I think this deck is a ranking kind of deck. I mean, it's probably not as good as a nice tight mono white humans deck. Sometimes I felt like the mana was difficult. Like I had a hard time getting black mana. In which case then I couldn't get out Jirina or the Graveyard Trespasser. I couldn't do Pile On. Or I couldn't do Super Thraben with Gitrog, the monster. You know, that was a problem. Black mana seemed to be a problem. So it's a step down from mono. Mono's definitely better. It was still more fun though. So we'll get into that. Competitive, I'm going to say yes. Was it fun? Yeah, absolutely. It was way fun because it was a good deck that had a bunch of new weird stuff in it and it all did well with it. So it was great. I did appreciate being able to play with the other cards and having it sort of slide in and they work together well. So good job, deck. I mean, you were a fun deck to play with. Was this deck interesting? Yes, totally. You know, the card I wasn't so sure about was Katilda, the Dawnhart Prime, but when you are mana screwed, this will totally fix the problem. So yeah, when I didn't have black mana, getting Katilda out here made all of my creatures have 1 mana of any color. Oh, of this creature's color. Well, man, I don't know. Man, that sucked. Okay, I don't know then. How did I get mono black? Maybe I lucked out. That's what it was. I got another black when I played it. I thought that was any color, but no, it's of that creature's color. All right, never mind. So that doesn't. This card kind of sucks. I never had 6 mana. I couldn't use its other ability. Yeah, Katilda, Dawnhart Prime. Maybe you didn't belong in here. I thought it was in here for mana correction. It didn't happen. But Thalia, the Gitrog monster, excellent. I loved everything about this card. Other than the fact at 4, which it totally deserves to cost more than that. But still, at 4, in this deck, it was hard to get to. A lot of times I couldn't. But I had it out a number of times, and every time I did, having all the creatures come in tapped, having all the lands come in tapped, yeah, man, that was good. When an attack, sacrifice a creature, card a land, then draw a card. That was the only thing that was weird. I didn't have a choice. I had to sacrifice a creature or land. It wasn't may, it was do it. Still, I had little dudes around. I was willing to give it up. There wasn't a situation in which this was a problem having to sacrifice something. This thing operates on such low mana. I can give up land. It was no big deal. Anyways, interesting. I did appreciate that quite a bit. All right, so let's add this up. Was it competitive? Yes. Was it fun? Totes. Was it interesting? Yes, sir. I just felt like there are definitely better decks. This is more of a tier 2 kind of thing. So I'm just going to give it a solid A. Nope, I'm giving it an A+. I thought this was a great deck. A+. There you go. It's just up there, man. I don't know. I had a good time with it, and I would continue to play with it. So, as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.